Hello everybody, how y'all doing out there? Welcome to another video of mine, the Mandela Effect, Reality Effect, Volume 13, the Residue edition. This video is going to be having a lot of things that were sent to me by fellow subscribers and friends on things they've came across, and some of these are things I came across. But I'm going to start it off first with Payless Shoe Source. So a few weeks ago, I was with my lady and I noticed a new change. And that is that the P and the A on Payless Shoe Store, I'm sorry, I'm still going to call it what I always remember it being, Payless Shoe Source, is now blending. When I made the video on this over a year ago, this one right here, the P and the A were not blending, but now they are. And, you know, I remember it as being Payless Shoe Store. Many of you also do, some of you don't. And it's been this way, even with the blending P and A, since 1979 to 2006. This is the newer logo, but you still see the old one on, you know, different stores out there. But a lot of other people remember Payless Shoe Store, and I wanted to put that out there because it's another change that's happened to a, that's a Mandela effect that's gone through a second change. Okay, so for the next one, deals with the Dark Crystal. It's an old cult classic film made by Jim Henson. And it came out in the early 80s. I watched this movie a lot when I was a kid. But what I'm bringing in the question here is towards the end of the film, where these two beings, one represented as good, the other represented as being bad and evil, they come together and form one being. They become one ultimate higher dimensional being, a light being. And what I remembered is, as this drawing is closer to what I remember it looking like at the end, where you could barely make out what they look like. You could barely see their eyes. They were very bright. And, well, when you watch the film now, a lot of other people agree with me on this, but I'd like to know what you guys think on it. Check this out. You could really see them more now than before, and obviously it's puppeteer work here. But I remember them being, you know, all of them being bright individually, where you could barely make out what they really look like. They kind of didn't look so puppet looking like they do here. So, yeah, I don't remember this at all. So what do you guys think? This movie, too, it's a lot of symbolism in it. A lot of Illuminati and all that other kind of stuff in this film that, you know, you don't think about or pay attention to when you're younger. But, yeah, there's a lot of symbolism in this film. And I think I got a possible Mandela effect with this one, with Just for Men. I don't remember the M, E, or the N ever blending. And I was walking down the aisles the other day. I looked it up. It says 2006 to now. It's always been like this right here. But you can see here that the M is separated. On the commercials that I found, I see the M separated or I see M-E-N, all of them blending. But I don't find them ever being separated until before then on these old commercials, so I don't know what's going on with that one, but it's very odd to me. So what do you guys remember this film being called? Deals with cowboys and aliens. I remember this film, I knew it as being called Cowboys versus Aliens, but the title is called Cowboys and Aliens, and for me it was always Cowboy versus Aliens. And I looked at that one up online, and there's a video here. This person remembers Cowboy versus Aliens. This one right here. There's a few others as well. But I did find something pretty interesting. Is with this film right here. It's like a knockoff film called American Cowboys versus Aliens. See, they had to put American in there so that we get no copyright issues. But why put versus, not just and, since you put American on there? So I look at it as a little bit of a residual there in a way. So this one right here, the next is the NCAA. They're blending. I don't remember these letters blending at all. And history says it's been blending like this for the last 15 years, at least. And that's totally bizarre. So, okay, now we're going to head up to the residual part of this video. Okay, for you new people out there, the famous quote that Darth Vader says in The Empire Strikes Back, "Luke, I am your father," never existed. He just doesn't say it anymore. It is now, "No, I am your father." And I found some little residual evidences to what it used to be here while watching television. Check them out.
Surrender, Buzz Lightyear. I have won.
I'll never give in. You killed my father.
No, Buzz. I am your father.
Before you do that,
Know this. Austin. I am your father. Really?
Yeah, those were great. So this right here, I'm just throwing this in because just look at the skunk. I remember just having one stripe, not two like this. It's totally bizarre. And watching this movie now, there's a lot of things that have been Mandela affected that just, look different, almost like watching a new film. But yeah, crazy. Things are pretty bizarre. Definitely. Okay, this next one here puts a big smile on my face when I first saw this photo. And it's the U-Haul with the dash right there, right between the U and the H. The way it always was in my memory. But most of us know now, most of you know, if you don't know, it's always been blending like this. U plus haul. The dash is now touching the H. And it's been like that forever. History now says. So the next one is on Spalding. This guy right here, Albert, he was the founder of the brand Spalding with all the basketballs, footballs, and a whole bunch of other brands of sporting brands they made. And I remember it being Spaulding. That's what it was. And Hazel Fiverr sent me this right here, which was killer. It was a Garbage Pail Kid card. And the name of this player is a left fielder, Spalding. Check it out. Spaulding. So I thought that was a good one. Thank you for that. And this right here is Spalding on a golf ball. It's got a U in it. And we have this this team right here. In 1913, they won a baseball championship, and the name of the league was Spalding right here. A.G. Spalding with a U. And also, we got the sweater here. It shows Spalding with a U. And thank you, Hazel, for that. And then found this right here. Came across this one with the Monopoly man with the monocle on his eye. I think this photograph came from China. I'm not too sure. And then we all know that he never had a monocle, or does no longer have one. You won't find anything on there, anything official, him ever wearing a monocle. Okay, the next one we're gonna go to is Mr. Rogers. I found I was watching cartoons with my daughter the other day, and saw this little segment here. But just people that don't know, Mr. Rogers does not say it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. He says it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. So check out what I recorded.
it's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?
This one I got off of Twitter on Quantum Chaos's channel page. He got a lot of good stuff on there. Check him out. And I found this one right here with this logo in particular. I remember these star thingies being separated. But if you look at the vehicles now, they're blending. And all the cars that I see on the road every day, it really scratches my head about it when I see this. But I wanted to put up here in this video and have you guys get a take at it and let me know what you think on this one. And also, he put up there with Curious George. There's Curious George. It was on eBay being sold, and check it out. Curious George got a tail. And for y'all that don't know, Curious George never had a tail in this reality. And timeline, whatever you want to call it. So I thought that was really good to find him right there with a tail. But I believe and always have that we've been, frequency changing here kind of a shifting kind of alteration going on, and I've stuck with that since the beginning because that's what I feel. So with 20th Century Fox, got this with the T. The missing T is no longer there. It's right here on these ones, and I totally forgot about this one with this gaming company when the 20th Century Fox used to make video games. So that was a good one there. There's another one here with the T. Another one right here with a T. And 20th Century Fox, if you look it up now, everything official, there's the T's missing the left hand side. And here's another one here. I actually got about maybe 15 of these, but this right here is what it always has been, or is, with the missing left side right there too. So yeah, that was a big change I noticed when these missing T's started popping up. Here we got Walmart with the T, and this next one is this drawing here is another Walmart logo with the T. It's not missing, it's not blending with the R, it's separated like it was when it changed to this type of logo. Another one right here on the website on Walmart.ca, and it's got the T there, but here it is missing. It's always been this way. So that was some good residuals that I came across with Walmart. Hazel sent me those. And the next one we're gonna go to. Okay, the next one deals with one I've never talked about before, but it's one of the biggest Mandela effects out there, definitely in the top 10 in my opinion, and it deals with, and it's with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, where she talks to the mirror and says, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? But now it's magic mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all, and you won't find really anything out there, but there's a lot of residuals out there, and this one was sent to me. Check this one out.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
And so this one right here, put that with a lot of other ones that are out there. And thank you to Willis3953 for sending that to me. And yeah, there's a lot out there. Even this VHS packaging in the back, little booklet, says right here, mirror, mirror on the wall. But you won't see that in the movie anywhere at all. And then this one right here, I got off on Twitter as well, that has the Kobe Jack flag, British flag, being like that, like this, with the red lines going in the middle. And I also looked online and I came across an outfit here that was in Austin Powers, and you see the red lines on the X lines going off to the sides. It's in the middle. But here is the flag, and it's always been this flag, with the lines are not really centered. They're off. The red is a little off center, and I remember it being the other way. And I also found this online. Somebody was selling this blanket where it shows the way they stitched it is with the lines and going in the middle. So the next one here is with War. There it is. It's separated. But look at the helmets. It's blended. So it's like the official wording of War, and like everything else official that changes, unofficial stuff doesn't really change too much. And I got a lot of these that were sent to me. So there it is, separated. This right here, it's separated as well. The W-A and the R. And then right here as well. All these right here are separated. But it's always been officially like this right here, the W-A-R blending like this. I don't remember that at all. It's bizarre. And then the Fruit of the Loom I made a video about I think last year around this time. The cornucopia is not in there anymore, and this image is a perfect example, almost exactly to what it was. I think it's the real one, to be honest with you. Somehow it's been edited, or it's just been taken off. Because you look at the history of the logo history, and no cornucopia is in sight. This one right here I took at a festival not too long ago. I just threw it up there because it shows you don't see New Zealand or any of the kind of masses, but it just kind kind of helped me remember that Australia being all by itself like that. And then this one right here, the PlayStation, the T's are not missing the left hand side. They're right there. And I want to give a shout out to this channel, this page right here, Quantum Chaos. If you have Twitter, check him out. He's got a lot of good stuff, and he gave me permission to use some of it on my video. And thanks again to Hazel Fiverr. He's the man in the trenches. He's been finding me a lot of stuff and being in contact with me. And also Sandy Diva. She let me use one of her photographs on this video, the beginning of this video. And this is my Twitter page, Gemini Vision, at Gemini Vision 1979. Check me out. I'm fairly new to it. Haven't posted too much on it, but I'm going to put a lot more stuff out there. Maybe like to get feedback on and things that I might contribute to my next video. So yeah, look for me. I'm on here. By the way, I put up one on Alhambra talking about the A and the L blending like a month ago. And now the A and the L and H are now blending. So what the heck's going on there? So like I said, some of these letters, logos, they keep going through changes. So keep an eye out for them. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me any kind of feedback, you know, positive or negative. I like to hear it all. And I'll be bringing out my next video pretty soon here. Okay, so take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon.